Questions on Unit C.1. Just before I want to start this video, I want to say Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, the first question is, what is the difference between an atom and a mixture? This would usually be worth 1 mark. The second question is, how do you separate seawater? And please give a step-by-step method. This would usually be worth around 3 to 4 marks. The third question is, how do you separate a mixture of 2 liquids with different boiling points? This would just be worth 1 point. 4 is, who discovered atoms were mostly made of empty space, and explain the method he used and what it showed. This would usually be worth around 5-6 marks. Number 5, what are the 3 main particles in an atom, and how are they rearranged? Or how are they arranged? This would usually be typically worth 2 marks. 6, what is a chemical change? And state 2 ways one could see if a chemical change took place. This would be worth around 2-3 marks. 7 is state the formula for finding an element's relative atomic mass. This would be worth around 1 mark. And then state the electron configuration of krypton. This would also be worth around 1 mark. Well, we can run through the answers now. Well, the first question was, what is the difference between an atom and a mixture? As said before, a mixture is just something that contains more than one type of element, whereas an atom is usually just one type of element. 2 was how to separate seawater, giving a step-by-step method. Well, we could use crystallization. Evaporation, if you said evaporation, that would also be accepted. And the method is you would put seawater at the top of the Bunsen burner in a beaker or a container of some sort, and you would then heat the Bunsen burner up. The water would then evaporate and then form salt crystals. That is genuinely what a 15 marker would give you, or a 6 marker would give you. Sorry, 15 marker. A 6 marker would give you. Question 3 was fractional distillation. The question was, how do you separate a mixture of 2 liquids with different boiling points? That's quite an easy one. Number 4 was, who discovered atoms were mostly made of empty space, and explain the method he used to show. Well, Ernest Rutherford discovered this. You would probably get a mark for saying the year, which was 1911. And the method is, he did so by firing alpha particles. That would be another mark. At gold foil, that would be another mark. And most of the alpha particles went through, though some bounced back. This would indicate that a repulsion force must be acting, and this was the nucleus. You would overall get around 5 to 6 marks for an answer such as that. Question 5 was, what are the 3 main particles in an atom, and tell how they are rearranged or are arranged? Well, the first one's quite easy. It's protons, neutrons, and electrons. But the arrangement is, the center contains a nucleus made up of neutrons, protons, with an orbiting electron. What is a chemical change? And state 2 ways one could see if a chemical change took place. Chemical changes is just a change in chemical identity. Color change and the formation of a precipitate is ways of telling there is a chemical change. And then 7 is state the formula for finding relative atomic mass, which is just AR equals mass number times percentage abundancy plus the mass number times percentage abundancy of the other atom or other isotope over 100. And then state the electron configuration. This one would usually be worth 2 marks, since we're taught that it's 8 shells for krypton, but it would usually be 18. 2, 8, 8, 18. That's all for this video. Enjoy Christmas.